Welcome back to more battles. We are in the Open Great League, and let's see what team we're going to be trying out today. Looks like we're going to be using the Malamar paired with the Clodsire and the Shadow Feraligatr. So, interesting lead here. Our opponent is going to be able to chip away at our health with their... Oh, they actually catch the move, so that's even better for them. We are going to try to catch their move now. Looks like the Psy Waves did deal a huge amount of damage. Now we're going to have Feraligatr versus their Azu, and they are going to be able to tank that easily. Here comes the next move. Ice Beam is going to be barely not enough for the KO, but we're just going to let it go. And now we're going to have a ton of energy with our Malamar. They decided to bring in their Drapion. So Drapion is going to be able to soak up these moves. We throw the foul play first, then we throw the superpower. They do shield that correctly. And now we have to win this game with 2 shield Clodsire dealing with a Sand Slash. This is not looking great. We throw the Sludge Bomb bait, and our opponent does call that move as well. Looks like we are going to have to... Okay, they get to another move here. Ice Punch is going to be used. We go for another Sludge Bomb bait, and they also call it, and this is not looking good for us as they're just going to keep the shield for their backline. And then you can see right here, they're going to be able to get to another Aqua Tail to take out our Clodsire. And our Malamar is left with little to no health after this superpower. They decide to shield that, and they're going to be able to get to Aqua Tail for the KO. So GG's to our opponent. Well played by them. That Azu, unfortunately, couldn't get taken out with our Feraligatr, and it kind of snowballed after that. Okay, Azu versus our Malamar here. Looks like they are going to be able to fire off a move. We shield the correct play rough. So we are going to fire off this foul play to chip away at it and then head into our Feraligatr. Feraligatr versus the Ferrothorn is interesting because we are dealing quite a bit of neutral damage with the fast move and potential charge moves. Our opponent here is going to have to shield, and they do shield the Hydro Cannon, so that's the good news. The bad news is we have no shields, and we're looking for a huge farm down. We do get the farm down. That's really nice. Unfortunately, we do not get to use any of that energy because the game would not allow us to switch out. And then this has gone from bad to worse because our opponent... Oh, wait a second. They decide to Brave Bird, giving us potential farm. We do get the farm after the sludge. The Azu is relatively energy dry, and we are going to be able to reach another move. Will this KO? Yes, it will. So GG's to our opponent. Going for the Brave Bird with that Talonflame was the lose condition, and we were able to win that game right there. So GG's to our opponent. On to the next game. We got the Malamar versus the Swampert. We are going to catch the move here. Let's see what they throw. Hydro is caught. Now we see the jump up come in. This is going to be straight Ice Beam. And our opponent does elect to shield. So Feraligatr's already done his job. Aerial Ace easily takes us out. And now we're going to have Clodsire onto their Jump Love, running Energy Ball. Interesting. So Energy Ball is going to be neutral against our Clodsire. And the question is, can we get a farm down? We don't get the farm down. They're going to be able to chip away again with an Aerial Ace. But our Clodsire has a ton of energy that we can throw. Earthquake is getting the last shield, and now we have 2 shield Malamar versus, what is that, a Weezing? Yeah, so Weezing is going to be taking most of the damage from the Psy Waves, and the foul plays are just chipping away at it. We have to shield here. We are going to look for the farm down. We do get the farm down, And then our opponent realizes they have no chance to win that because we do have a shield still, and we can basically kind of build up to 2 moves potentially and just kind of switch out the debuff if we throw the superpower. Okay, now we got the Malamar versus the Cradily. This is going to be an interesting matchup because we are going to throw the superpower first, and it does go through, and now we're going to catch the move. Hopefully, ends up being the Rock Tomb. It is the Rock Tomb. So that's going to make it a little bit interesting. We get the debuff so that Ice Beam doesn't KO. They're going to throw the move on timing though, so that's pretty decent for us. Where do we want the farm is the question. We decided to go into the Clodsire. They revealed Dragon Claw. There's the next Dragon Claw, and now we're just going to look for the farm down. Nice farm down. Oh, now we have a Tinkaton here to deal with. This is going to be interesting. Looks like our opponent does elect to shield the first one. We throw the Earthquake on the second one. Huge damage. And now he's going to shield the first one. Ends up being the Heavy Slam, so they don't have the Bulldoze. We are going to be able to resist all the moves. Looks like they get to another move here. Heavy Slam, not quite enough. And then we're going to fire off this Sludge to take out the Tinkaton. And now we have to try to win this game with the Psy Wave from the Malamar. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with our Malamar kind of jumping in and out. Superpower dip, reset, playing with the switch timer. Okay, Malamar versus the Talon. We are going to fire off the Foul Play first. They decided to let it go. So this has an opportunity for us to farm down, but they switch out into their superior, and then we're going to try to catch this move here. Let's say we catch the Aerial Ace. We do, and now we get a good amount of farm because we can tank this Frenzy Plant easily. And we're just going to keep on building up. Fire out this Sludge Bomb before they get to another Frenzy. They do shield, so they want to get rid of this Clodsire. So that's fine by us because now we have the opportunity to farm with our Malamar again. They get to this Aerial Ace that we're going to have to shield. And here comes the Talonflame again. Talonflame did use some energy, so okay, it looks like we are going to be able to stay alive. We throw the bait. Oh, unfortunately, they are going to be able to farm us down. Not able to get to another superpower. Aura Wheel easily takes out. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.